What's going on, shooters? It's Bryson with ITW Firearms, and today we are in Cool Springs, Nashville, coming to the Tennessee Military Collectors Association convention. It's going to be my first time. We're about to walk in here. Drive is pretty. You can tell spring is upon us, looking really beautiful outside. So anyhow, we'll cover and show you guys what we're going to see. Kind of looking for M1 Garands today and other M1 pieces. So we're over here taking a look at a M1 that you've never seen anything like it before.
Like a more carryable retro.
That is an incredible piece.
6x45 barrel.
Over here with Oldtown Armory out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. They've got a wonderful collection. Hello, shooters. It's ITW Firearms. We're back after the TMCA, Tennessee Military Collectors Association, and we're just going to show you kind of the haul we got there, talk a little bit about the experience, and show you some of the footage that I got there. I didn't get a whole lot of footage inside the show. A lot of the guys are kind of skeptical about being put on YouTube, things of that nature. But I met some great people, had some great conversations. I was there for like 5 hours. But first of all, let's show you what I got and how I got them. So, all right. So what do we have here? Walking around, talking about my ammunition guy. His name is Shannon. He's a great guy. I see him at a lot of the Tennessee gun shows. And I always buy 30-06 Springfield M1 type stuff from him. He's got really reasonable rates. I love buying from him. I just let him know about this auction that I've got going on with the 17,000 rounds of ammunition. We'll talk about that too at some point. But anyhow, so I'm like turning the corner in one of the rooms, and I'm like, "Hey, Shannon, what's going on?" Shakes hand, and he just says, "Here you go." Like, all right, it sounds good. So this is a whole bandolier 30-06 Springfield on the clips. Let's just take a look at it real quick. It does come with our cardboard. We've got a Springfield Armory clip here, and some of these are just mismatched, and it looks like we've got, I'll have to identify the ammo on this. We've got TW51. So I'll identify that ammo, leave it in the comments below. Not familiar with that off the top of my head, but we got a whole bandolier, $10 per, with the Springfield clip. Cannot complain. Let me tell you about this can that I got here. So I got this at a really great rate, and I couldn't pass it up. The offer that was made to me was incredible. Got it from my guys at Oldtown Armory, and look what we've got. A whole can full of 30-06 Springfield. Let's take a look at our manufacturer here. I believe it's Lake City. Yep, so it's all Lake City 57 ammo. Lake City's great stuff to be shooting through your M1. And I was really impressed by the clips in it. We've got Borg Warner clips, we've got Springfield Armory clips, and I'll bring it over here and show you guys here in a second what the entire can looks like. But I couldn't pass up the offer that they made me on it. It was very reasonable. Love seeing those guys, whether it be a gun show or any kind of deal. And also I got a 20-round bag of tracers for the M1 as well. So just your standard red tip stuff. The same guy had a 500-round can of APs in the bandolier, armor piercing, so the black tips, but he wanted 500 on it, which is way too steep, kind of my price range. And met a guy named Wally and Mr. Wallace, and we ended up talking about M1s. It was really cool. He said he had owned over 100 M1s at one time in his life, and I was just really fascinated by it. He said he owned one for every month of production during wartime, during World War II. So I tagged along with him in the show, and there was actually a dedicated M1 Garand station for getting repairs done and parts sales, and they had M1s as well. I didn't get an interview or anything with them. They were really tied up and really busy, but I will show you what he gave me. So I stopped by his booth, and he gave me the U.S. Rifle 30 caliber M1. Read this first, and it's kind of a just like a walkthrough guide of the M1. I've never seen one of these before, and I told him, like, hey, I'm an M1 owner. I've owned 2 of them on my time. I'm not really an expert by any means. And he was like, well, look, take a picture of this book, put it right over here, and he was like, but I'll give you one of these. And he's like, I'm all about education. And I talked to him, I was like, hey, Would love to have you on the channel to talk about M1 stuff at some time. So there's potential that you see him, Mr. Wallace, on the channel, but it was great. The Tennessee Military Collectors Association, great organization. Really enjoyed the show that they put on. Admission was only $5, but I decided to just become a member for $30, which will get me entrance into the one that they have around Thanksgiving time. But nonetheless, great M1 Garand haul, and I'm going to show you guys kind of the footage that I got, and let me know what you think. There were some great displays, lots of World War II stuff. If you're in Tennessee, Kentucky, Northern Alabama, you're anywhere within driving distance, come to one of the Tennessee Military Collectors Association conventions. They were mind-blowing. Goes way outside of what any gun show I've ever been to in Tennessee does. You know, there wasn't 15 tables of pink AR-15s. It was 15 tables of MSRP rifles, and that's right up my alley. So anyway, ITW Firearms, hope you enjoy the video.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? We are here at the TMCA show in Franklin, Tennessee today. This show will be going on through this afternoon and all day tomorrow. We've got 3 rooms full of World War I, World War II. It's all military. TMCA is a great organization. They put this show on twice a year. It is always held the weekend of Thanksgiving and also held the weekend of of Easter. Just talk about a few guns here. We've got several World War II. I've got an M1 carbine, M1 Garand, several 1903s. We've got some just a big selection of firearms here. SKS, got some 22 replica M1 carbines, a couple different options here. M39s, just a little bit of everything. But I would tell you, if you are into your military firearms, this is the place to be this weekend. And again, I'm Jeremy, Oldtown Armory out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Give our Facebook a like and a share. We appreciate it. Have a good day.
So that was Jeremy from Oldtown Armory. If you're in Middle Tennessee or within driving distance, I definitely recommend that you check them out, and even just go ahead and check them out on Facebook at Oldtown Armory. Love seeing Jeremy and Brian at any kind of gun show. They are great guys. Pleasure doing business with them, and it was awesome to see them at this show.
Thank you.
This was our bandolier from Shannon. This was our can. Got it at a really great rate. Good Lake City stuff. Springfield clips. These are actually going to be my first Springfield clips that I've added to my collection. Our bag of tracers and our M1 guide. Might go through this with you guys if you'd like to see a video on that. Probably some pretty interesting stuff in there. It's been ITW Firearms. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, and I just got a Patreon set up, so you guys feel free to check that out as well.